Thank you so much. So I'm Jacinta McDonald. I live in Toronto. I'm with Toronto Health Say, the Plant-Based Treaty, Toronto 350, and TCAN as well. And super excited to do this presentation. And Nika, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, thanks. Hi, everyone. I know a few people here. So yeah, my name is Nika. I'm an organizer with Youth Climate Save Canada. And we're a group of youth 14 to 25 that are passionate about the link between food and climate change. And some of our most recent work is we did some virtual events for COP27. We're part of the Food at COP team. So we do some advocacy on the international level, and then we're also a member of the Coalition for Healthy School Foods. So we're trying to get the school food to be more climate friendly. The most recent campaign that we're working on right now is with a group called Toronto Global Shapers, and we're working on a composting and food waste initiative for February and March. And then in June of this year, we're going to be doing a Just Transition for Food Systems Summit. So yeah, that's just a little bit about us and what we do. And yeah, I've been working with Jacinta for a while now on different campaigns. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you. Back to you.
Thanks, Nika. Just making sure my phone's off. Okay, so why do we need a plant-based treaty? Well, I know you're all environmentalists, but I'm going to say this anyway, just in case somebody is not aware. There were 3 IPCC 6 assessment reports released between 2021 and 2022. And the first report was described by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres as a code red for humanity. Greenhouse gases are accelerating faster than ever before, and we are heading towards planetary breakdown. And even if we ended fossil fuel use today, the food system alone would take us over 1.5 degrees Celsius warming. The plant-based treaty offers a logical pathway to averting the climate crisis. So the plant-based treaty is modeled on the popular fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty created by environmental groups. We are replicating the idea of creating bottom-up pressure campaigns for national governments to negotiate a global agreement to shift to a plant-based food system. And along with the phase out of fossil fuels, the transition to a plant-based food system would enable us to live within our planetary boundaries. The treaty has 3 core principles known as the 3 Rs: relinquish, redirect, and restore. And relinquish is about stopping the problem from getting worse by halting any new greenhouse gas emissions from the animal agriculture industry. More specifically, no new deforestation, no new animal farms, no new slaughterhouses for expanded animal agriculture, no conversion of plant-based agriculture to animal agriculture, no conversion of any land for animal feed production, no clearing of forests or other ecosystems for animal grazing, animal rearing, or animal farming of any kind, no new fish farms or expansion of existing aquaculture farms, protection of indigenous peoples, their land, rights, and knowledge, ban all live exports, and no new large-scale industrial fishing vessels. And secondly, redirect promotes a shift away from animal agriculture to a fair and accessible plant-based food system. This would include policy tools such as redirecting subsidies, taxes, and public information campaigns away from animal farming to plant-based agriculture. For example, we could have public information campaigns to help people understand the benefit of eating a plant-based diet from a planetary, health, equity, and animal protection perspective. And we would ask to end government subsidized advertising for meat, dairy, and egg industry. And as demand for animal products declines, the animal agriculture industry would start shrinking. We could also ask to create green bonds to fund a transition to a plant-based economy and provide financial support and training for farmers, ranchers, and fisher people to move away from animal production to diversified, ideally organic agroecological plant-based systems. And this is already happening. There's some really great groups working with farmers who no longer want to be in the animal agriculture industry. In the United States, there's a group called Rancher Advocacy Program, and they've been amazing. So it is happening, and we just want more. And the third one is Restore. It's about healing the planet and restoring carbon sinks. This includes programs such as reforestation of forests, peatlands, and mangroves, returning lands to Indigenous people, and creating organic community gardens and orchards to ensure a fair and accessible food system. So cities, for instance, could increase trees and wildflowers, increase green community projects, wildlife corridors, green rooftops, local growing schemes, and work towards biodiversity increases. Enhance food justice by providing access to healthy food for all, especially low-income communities of color. And repurpose available land freed up from animal grazing and animal feed production for rewilding, reforestation if appropriate, returning land to Indigenous people, nature reserves, hiking zones, community growing allotments if appropriate, agroecological food growing where possible. And so part of creating a bottom-up pressure, part of creating bottom-up pressure for a plant-based treaty is by collecting endorsements from individuals, groups, businesses, and cities. Forming a coalition together to ask cities to endorse the treaty, showing political leaders that there is an appetite for a plant-based treaty. And our overall objective is to develop a plant-based food system that would enable us to live within our planetary boundaries. And one of the things we do at events is it's very easy for people to endorse right then and there on their cell phones. It's quite easy, of course, on the website as well. They've got a great website. And I say they because I have not created that website. It's amazing. So these numbers have to be updated, of course, because this was of April 22. And as of now, we have over 70,000 individual endorsers, 1,093 businesses, and 20 cities, including most recently Los Angeles and the city of Edinburgh. And in the UK, they're doing amazing there. The total councillor endorsements are 335, and there are 23 members of parliament who've endorsed the treaty as well. And in Canada, we're doing quite well as well. Councillors Josh Matlow and Jay Robinson here in Toronto have endorsed. And Liberal MP Julie Zerowich has endorsed, and Green Party MP Elizabeth May, thanks to Nika, has endorsed. And also celebrities have been really helpful as well. Can you see my thumbnail here? I can see it, but can you? It looks okay? Okay, yes.
Good. We can see everything.
Oh, so maybe I should take that away. Sorry, I didn't know that was showing. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, so thanks. One of the exciting endorsements was at COP26 in 2021, when Paul, Mary, and Stella McCartney issued a written statement calling for politicians to support the plant-based treaty. And they said, "We believe in justice for animals, the environment, and people. That's why we support the plant-based treaty and urge individuals and governments to sign it." Moby has also been very supportive. He issued a video statement backing the treaty, which led to TV and radio interviews. In his video, he said, "We face a climate catastrophe, and especially a methane